Hi children, welcome to the class. Actually, we completed 2 modules from this lesson, the 18th century political formations, right? And today we are going to enter into the module 3. Okay, and the second module, what we discussed, yes, the world Mughal provinces, about world Mughal provinces we discussed in the second module, right? In that, actually we have 3 states under the Mughal provinces, and they are Hyderabad, Awadh and Bengal, right? And already we discussed about Hyderabad and Awadh, and Hyderabad was founder of Hyderabad is Nizam ul Mulk Asaf Jah, right? And his reign is 1722 to 1724. And coming to the Awadh, Sadat Khan was the founder of Awadh, right? And he also the same whatever the Asaf Jah did in this in Hyderabad, the same was done by Sadat Khan also, right? And coming to the here third state is Bengal, okay? And here Bengal also actually slowly gradually the Bengal was broke up the power from the Mughal Empire, okay, and under the control of Murshid Quli Khan, okay. And here actually Murshid Quli Khan also actually he was appointed first as a Naib. Naib means what? Yes, Naib means deputy of governor, okay. So he was appointed as Naib, but after that slowly gradually he occupied the power and he ruled the Bengal region, okay. And he also followed Hyderabad and Awadh rulers, okay. And here in Bengal also he wants to decrease the power of Mughal influence. So that is the reason he decreased the number of Zagirdars who are appointed by Mughals, and he also did the same thing, and he also very interested and very famous in the activities of means affairs of military administration and revenue department, right? And political affairs, right? He also very familiar with that things, and he also very knowledgeable person in that affairs, okay. And he was very strict about the revenue department of that state, okay. And he was very strictly collected the taxes from the zamindars that time. And here one more thing is zamindars, based on this strictness, so many zamindars need to borrow the money from the money lenders and bankers, okay. And so many zamindars needs to sell their lands forcefully to the larger zamindars, okay. Means here he is collecting that much strictly the taxes from the zamindars, okay. Means he maintained very effectively the revenue department of administration of that state, okay. And coming to the remaining activities also, even the military administration and the political affairs also he maintained very well, and he influenced that activities very nicely, right? And here the same as Hyderabad and Awadh, how they applied all the things as it is, he also did the same things, and under the control of Alivardi Khan in the reign of 1740 to 1756. And under him actually the revenue house was barrow house was developed extremely prosperous, the barrow house of Jagat Seth, okay. And it was developed very prosperous, extremely prosperous, okay. Here actually if we see, we keenly observed the 3 provinces, the 3 old Mughal provinces, Hyderabad, Awadh and Bengal, 3 provinces, we can observe the 3 common things, okay. What are that? Can you say? Yes, I will tell you. Here actually coming to the first point, the 3 states also, they are very particular about the revenue department, and the 3 rulers also having much knowledge about military administration and the revenue department, right? And political affairs of the state, right? The 3 of the rulers are having the same equal knowledge, we can say. That is the one of the similar point, right? And in the three states also, the second point, the three states also, they wants to spread their influence in that state. And one more thing, and at the same time they want to decrease the influence of the Mughals. They want to decrease the influence of the Mughal rulers in that states. So that is the reason they transferred Jagirdars who are appointed by the Mughal rulers. They transferred Jagirdars in the Bengal state also. That Murshid Quli Khan transferred the Jagirdars to Varissa. Okay, and coming to Hyderabad and Awadh areas also, they decreased the number of Zagirs which are related to the Jagirdars. Right? And next, coming to the third point, bankers and money lenders. Okay, revenue system. So in that revenue system, what happened actually here, we can say different things. Okay, in that revenue system, they implemented the same thing. Okay, and they have given importance to the financiers and money lenders, bankers, right? And they maintained good relations with them. Okay, they have given good importance to the finance department, means the revenue department. Okay, these are the three common points which we can see in the three states, Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad. Okay, children. So children, our next subtopic is the Watanjagits of the Rajputs. Right? Till now we discussed about the old Mughal provinces like Hyderabad, Awadh and Bengal. Now we are entering into the subtopic of the Watanjagits of the Rajputs. Right? Actually, under the Mughal control, so many Rajputs they seized their independence, right? And they fought with the Mughals also for their independence rulership, right? So in that Raja Ajit Singh, of the ruler of Jodhpur, and Savai Raja Jai Singh of Amber, Mewar, right? All these rulers are also come under that seizing independence, right? We can see so many places from Jaipur, Malwa, Mewar, Amber, from all these areas, all the Rajputs fought with the Mughals for their leadership, for their ruling, okay, for their power and authority. Okay, so here we can see so many changes in the 18th century, so many formations was developed under the ruling of Rajputs, and they fought with the Mughals, right? And here one more thing is here actually the Savai Raja Jai Singh and Jodhpur, Savai Raja Jai Singh and Raja Ajit Singh also, they also very famous and they are very familiar to the Mughals, and they fought with the Mughals for their seizing independence, right? And they changed their capitals. Here Savai Raja Jai Singh also changed his capital, and Raja Jai Singh also, Raja Ajit Singh also changed his capital, right? They changed capital to Jaipur, right? And they fought with the Mughals, and in the year of 1722 also, and in the year of 1713 also, they fought for the struggle. Okay, and here so many rulers actually who came from different parts. Okay, they were means so many checks how they are ruling, how they are entering into the capital, how they are announcing their rulership, leadership in the provinces, like that. Mughals also checked so many areas, right? Means under the pressure, okay, under so much pressures they worked as rulers in different parts of India. Okay, at the same time we can say, because the total lesson we are discussing about the 18th century, right? So first half of the 18th century, so many political formations. So in that period we can say here Rajputs also fought for their independence. Okay, they want to seize their independence from the Mughals. Okay, so under the pressure, under the force, they also fought with the Mughals, and they also seized their independence in different parts of India. Okay, children. Actually, here I want to show you some slides. Okay, so now the time is for slideshow. Children, see here. In the first slide you can see Murshid Quli Khan, the picture of Murshid Quli Khan, how he was in that time. Okay, and he was the ruler of Bengal, and he was also very strong and efficient, right? And the next picture is Alwardi Khan, right? Here I said no, we discussed already. He was the evident in Bengal under the rule of Alwardi Khan, and his reign is 1740 to 1756. Okay, and next coming to Raja Ajit Singh, sorry. Okay, so Raja Ajit Singh, the ruler of Jodhpur, and was also involved in the factional politics at the Mughal court, right? And the next slide is showing Savai Raja Jai Singh. Savai Raja Jai Singh of Amber was governor of Malwa, and these officers were renewed by the emperor Jahandar Shah. Okay, here Jahandar Shah in the year of 1713, and they also tried to extend their territories by seizing portions of imperial territories neighboring their watans. Okay, and the next one, here you can see Rana Pratap Singh. Okay, many Rajput rulers had accepted the suzerainty of the Mughals, but Mewar was the only Rajput state which defied Mughal authority. Rana Pratap ascended the throne at Mewar in the year of 1572 with Udaipur and a large part of Mewar. Under his control, a series of envoys were sent to the Rana to persuade him to accept Mughal suzerainty, but he stood his ground. He was very great, right, children? Yes. The next slide is Jahandar Shah's, and the next one here Fort Chittorgarh Fort. You can see, children. This was located in Rajasthan. Okay. Many Rajput chieftains built a number of forts on hilltops, which became centers of power with extensive fortifications. These majestic structures housed urban centers, palaces, temples, trading centers, water harvesting structures, and other buildings also. The Chittorgarh fort contained many water bodies, varying from talabs, means ponds, to kundis, wells, and biolis, step wells, etc. Okay, and the next one is here you can see, children, Mehrangarh Fort, and this was located in Jodhpur. Okay, and the next one is Jantar Mantar of Jaipur. Here, children, actually Savai Jai Singh, the ruler of Amber, constructed 5 astronomical observatories, one each in Delhi and Jaipur and Ujjain and Mathura and Varanasi. Okay, and commonly known as Jantar Mantar. These 5 combinedly known as Jantar Mantar. Okay, these observatories had various instruments to study heavenly bodies. How magical, how amazing, right, children? If we see, only we can understand how they are. Okay, if any possible. Okay, children, I hope you understand the concept, right? And you have enjoyed the slides also. Different forts are there, different constructions are there, right? And different Rajputs and different rulers also, they constructed so many forts and in different areas, means mostly in their capital cities, right? And in the previous chapters also, we learned about their architecture, about their constructions, and about their means that shows their richness, their supremacy, their wealth, and everything. Okay, so based on their constructions, we can see how much they are interested in that constructions, right? And how much they are interested in their cultural activities, art and culture. Okay, so like that, here also so many kings, so many Rajputs, right? They constructed different kinds of forts in their capital cities and different areas, means in which areas they belongs to. Okay, so in that way, here I hope you understand the concept, right? So once again, I will give you recap. Here first topic is about Bengal. Okay, about Murshid Quli Khan, how he came into the rule, and how actually first he was appointed as a naib, and after that slowly he occupied and he dominated he taken the ruling part, right? He was taken the ruling part. Okay, so and next how he developed the revenue system and how much strictly he maintained, right? That we discussed. And one more important thing, if you observe three Mughal old provincial states, we can observe the common features, some common features. Okay, that common features also we discussed. Okay, what are the common features? Yes, the revenue system, about Jagirdars, and about their development. Okay, how they came into the rule and how they decreased the influence of the Mughals slowly and gradually, how they increased their power, right? And gradually how they maintained that military administration, political and revenue department also, right? Financial departments, how they maintained. Okay, how they turned that all the departments under their control. Okay, so that all the things we observed in the three provincial states. Next, coming to the topic Watanjagits of Rajputs. Here in this topic also different kinds of Rajputs, even the Raja Ajit Singh and Raja Savai Jai Singh, right, under the control of Jahandar Shah, how they ruled and how they seized their independence, right? And next how they changed their capitals, and next how they influenced the people, means how they that Rana Pratap also, he was very brave and strong. He was not at all accepted the ruling controlship, the leadership of Mughals. Okay, so like that we have very great people in our history. Okay, in Rajputs also, just like how they shifted to Rajput, Jaipur to Malwa to Jaipur and Amber, how they ruled that areas, right? How they accepted the Mughals control, Mughals rulership, right? So all these things we discussed in this chapter. Okay, so now the time is for the task. Okay, task of the day. Actually in the previous modules also I have given you the tasks, right? So here also I am giving you a small task, children, that is, here they constructed different forts, I said. Okay, and I showed you that Jantar Mantar also. Actually that was located in 5 places, and that combinedly we can say that is called as Jantar Mantar, and that will be used for to study the heavenly bodies. Okay, so collect the information about Jantar Mantar. How can they use that Jantar Mantar to study the heavenly bodies? Okay children, we'll meet you in the next module.